Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I'm so delighted you could join me because today I'm doing a concept video mixed in with a divine masculine reading. Whew! So take a deep breath, go and grab yourself a cuppa, and I really hope you enjoy this one because I've put a lot of thought into this. We prepared this a little bit earlier. Um, Make sure you pause the video and go and get a cuppa because I know halfway through you're going to go, I wish I had a cuppa. I guess you can pause me then too. So let me dive into the concept really quickly first. I don't know which gang member is going to help me today. Let me see. Let me have a think. Which gang member is going to be the best to help me out here? Maybe. Oh, hang on. Barbie's here. Okay, so I kind of want to just say that I'm really proud, really proud of all of the divine feminines at the moment because I know, for many of you, you're either going along tickety-boo or some of you are in separation and you're not sure why. And then some of you are in this weird semi-union phase where you kind of don't know whether you trust your masculine or not at this point. So we've got three groups going on. And Barbie's going to help me tell the little story when we get to the reading part of it. Okay, so I want you to listen and not fast forward to the reading part because I find that this is going to be really helpful for you, this concept video. And a lot of you don't know that this is why you're having such inner turmoil all the time with your divine counterpart relationship or non-relationship. Ooh, that's a bit close. Get to see up my nose. Okay, so Barbie is going to help me. Okay, so we have the 5 pillars of a relationship. Okay, now this is with any relationship. Okay, so just with your mother, with your brother, with your cousin, with your auntie, with your sisters, best friends, uncles, dog. Maybe not with the dog, but there are 5 pillars of a relationship. Okay, so Barbie's going to help me hold this up here. And when we understand what the 5 pillars of a relationship are, not to be confused with love languages. Okay, love languages is a whole nother topic, and I have got a video in my playlist about love languages, but not to be confused with that. We're talking about to have a relationship with anybody, there has to be 5 things. 5 things. Number 1, and excuse my messy writing. Let me just write them all down. We can save some time. Okay. These are the 5 pillars of a relationship. And if they are not all met, right? We're going to say, Barbie's still, she's a bit cold this morning because she's still got no pants. And, we need all of these, okay? So all of these we need. I'm going to write that in big writing on the back of the piece of paper. We need all 5 pillars of communication because without them, we're going to feel like something's lacking. And even in your relationships with friends and family or colleagues or whatever, if you don't have these 5 pillars of communication, pillars of communication is one of them, sorry, pillars of a relationship, wow, then you are really going to notice it. Okay, so Barbie, hold this up for me. Okay, I don't know. It must be sticking to her unicorn shirt. Okay, so number one, which is really self-explanatory, is trust. You must have trust with whoever you're dealing with at all times. You must also be able to have quality time or spend quality time with said person. Okay? There must be kindness coming from both people in the relationship. There must be intimacy. Okay, now intimacy doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have sex on the couch. Intimacy can be holding hands, it can be brushing someone's arm, it can be hugging someone, it can be kissing someone on the cheek, it can be kissing someone somewhere else. But some form of intimacy that shows that you care, okay, in a physical way. Last but not least, which is one of the most hardest, most difficult, most trying things that we have in the twin flame dynamic is, of course, ready for it? Da 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 da! Have a sip of your tea. Blocked throat chakra. Communication, right? Without communication, guess what? There is no relationship. With anybody, actually, for that matter. So if your divine masculine goes and ghosts you for, I don't know, however long he decides to go ghost, ready? He's gone. Blink and you miss him. Then obviously we've got an issue. So most of you who are in a relationship with anybody will have an issue with one of these 5 problems. Okay? Yes, I can trust them. Yes, I could spend quality time. Yes, they're kind. Yes, they communicate, but there's no intimacy. I went to hug my best friend and she pulled away, let's say. So without these 5 things, we can't maintain a relationship. And Ken and Barbara Barbie were having a horrible time trying to communicate with one another when they were in their boxes, when they were before they were unboxed, they were, That's how they were talking in the box, you know, because they were kind of trapped. Yeah, I know, it's a horrible, It's a horrible sound, right? She's not impressed with me today. Okay, so if you haven't got trust, if you can't spend quality time, if there's no kindness coming from both people, not just one, if there's no intimacy and if there's no communication, any of these things will break a relationship up. So in the case of someone cheating, we could have that they were spending quality time, they were being intimate, they were being communicative with you, but they couldn't be trusted, and obviously they weren't being kind because they were cheating on you, right? In the case of that you can trust someone, they're really kind, you can be intimate with them and you can have great communication with them, but they've never got any time for you, that's going to be an issue. We might have a relationship where the communication's great, the other person's really kind, they spend quality time, you can trust them and they can trust you, but there's no intimacy or there's no chemistry if we're talking about a dating type scenario. So you can see how the 5 pillars of a relationship are really, really important. And usually when we're dealing with divine masculine, we need a trumpet sound. Do, 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 do. Divine masculine. Do, 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 do. Where's Ken? We need Ken, I think. He's still wearing his flannel or his washcloth. I don't know. It looks kind of tribal. We'll go with it today. In the case of divine masculine, right? Intimacy is very important. And wow, Barbara Barbie is, oh wow, okay, I think they need a minute. So let them have their minute together. Intimacy is really important. And a lot of you are dealing with long distance relationships where you can't physically have intimacy and you have to rely on that 5th dimensional, ethereal kind of imaginary intimacy until you can come together. Some of you are dealing with a lack of trust. You know, your divine masculine might have said, well, I'll call you on Tuesday evening at 5 p.m. and they never show up, which becomes a trust issue. Some of you may have trouble spending quality time with your divine masculines, and then you kind of go, well, if they don't want to spend time with me, maybe they're just not that into me in a romantic sense. Communication is a big issue. Some of the divine masculines can ghost. I'm putting it all on divine masculine today because we are talking about divine masculine, but also this can happen with the divine feminine as well. And so if they're being unkind, you know, if they're yelling at you, if they're treating you in some kind of way, if they're putting you down, if they're judging you, if they're doing something like that, then all of these things are going to cause a meltdown in the twin flame dynamic. Okay? So what I've come up with is a twin flame system where you can put all of these issues into context, and this will allow you to be able to get your twin flame to come back to you in an energetic way. Okay? Because even though we need to have boundaries in the 3D reality, aka the physical reality, and maybe we want to call the divine masculine out for things that he's not doing. You know, I can't trust you. You never want to spend time with me. You're being really mean right now. We never have intimacy anymore. You're not communicating with me. Even though we might want to call the divine masculine out on any one of these things, or all 5 of them perhaps at the same time, that would be horrible. But what happens is if we do that in the 3D, we don't necessarily meet the quota for the twin flame dynamic, because what's happening with the twin flame dynamic is it's all energetic. So this is where some of you get confused, is that you think you need to do X, Y, Z in the physical reality, but in actual fact, you're missing the whole energetic steps. So that's when you would contact somebody like me, if you feel guided to, and I can help you with either a counseling session, a reading, or some of my services. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to have to pull my sleeves up for this one. This is going to get a little bit cray-cray, I believe, because if you're in separation or even semi-union or semi-separation, whatever you want to call it, with your masculine right now, their behavior is being weird. Many of the divine masculines are acting extremely weird right about now. And of course, today for me in Australia is the 22 portal, the 22 to 2022 portal. Say that 3 times fast. 22 to 2022. Yeah. Wow. Whew. So we're getting some energy. I can already feel it. I've already got some stress in my top of my brow here. Yeah, and here he comes. Okay. Yeah. Lack of passion, or for those of you who are being chased by your masculine, lots of passion. All right. So like I said, we're not going to worry about the twin flames that are coming into union. We're going to, good luck to you guys. That's wonderful. We're going to talk about the semi-union people, the people who are struggling right now, the people who don't know what on earth is going on with their masculine. That's who we're dealing with today, okay? Okay, woo! All right, we're getting some answers now. Lack of passion from your masculine right now. He is kind of sad because, yeah, here we go. Woo, whew, kind of sad. Kind of sad. A lot sad. You might be a lot sad too, divine feminine, because you've got some trust issues going on here. There's some real trust issues going on here, and some sadness for both of you. And it's all related to the concept that I was just talking about. Let's start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. I'm I'm feeling the need to clarify everything today. Every single thing. Wow, yeah, justice is flying out of the deck. Everyone do that. It'll make you feel better just for a minute, I promise. This is a big story here, okay? I'm not coming into you right now, Divine Feminine, because there's not calm waters with you, okay? He's kind of having a little bit of a tantrum, actually. A sadness tantrum, okay? I don't feel safe coming to you in the 3D right now because you did some stuff. And isn't it interesting? Behind this card here is the Divine Feminine cut him off in some kind of way. So take gender how it resonates, right? The Divine Feminine went, you know what? What you're doing is not okay. And she may not have said it out loud, but she certainly did this with her energy. And she went, you know what? Do not cross. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go right now in my Monopoly game because you're being toxic. And I'm confused, right? This is what the feminine was saying. I'm confused by your behavior. You're kind of weirding me out a little bit, actually, because you're not the same. You're actually being quite immature. He was being quite immature. So he's taken the time in the recent past. He was immature, and he's also taking the time to go within, to spend time with God, to spend time with family, to spend time with inside of himself in some way, shape or form, which has made the feminine think about him more and more often. Wow. I feel like I need a stronger tea when I'm spilling the tea. Divine Feminine went energetically, you know what? You don't get to do this to me anymore. You don't get to break the trust. You don't get to break the kindness. You don't get to not spend quality time with me, not be intimate with me, not communicate with me, because it's hurting me. What do people do when they're hurt? Or let's imagine a snail, so it doesn't get hurt. A snail comes out of its shell and forages for food and does all of those things until it feels a threat and it goes back, doesn't it? I'm trying to do a snail. How can we do a snail? And it goes back into its shell. That's its face. That doesn't look like a snail, does it? My God. Oh my God. Thug life right now. We're feeling this intense need, Divine Feminine, to pull back, to pull away from the masculine, to let them have their time, to do whatever they need to do. And we need to go and sit out in the sunshine. We need to go and replenish our own self because the masculine was being toxic in the recent past. Now the Justice card is here. We're moving into a time where Pluto is going conjunct, which means Pluto is going back to its original place in the exact spot it used to be in 1776, apparently, according to astrological programs that I've been listening to, right? So it's this time when justice is coming, right? His sadness, his boredom with you made you do something. You kind of went, well, either you're not complying with my needs, or you're not doing something that I need, or you're acting strangely. And so the feminine pulled back. And she may still be communicating. See, my throat chakra is going crazy. She may still be communicating in the 3D reality, but she's pulled back energetically because he wasn't flourishing her with anything. Wow. He was ignoring the fact that they should be together. He's in his own mess. Wow. And many of you spoke to them brashly in the past. In the recent past, you flung a few swords. You kind of went, right? And you did that because you just didn't understand the behavior anymore. You're just like, well, it was one of these 5 things. One of these 5 things that I was talking about in the concept video. Right? Either you felt like you couldn't trust them, they weren't spending quality time with you, there was a lack of kindness, there was a lack of intimacy, a lack of communication. One or more of these things was going on, and the divine feminine had no choice but to back away. For some of you, you may have had an argument, or your divine masculine was forgetting to gift you anything in the 3D reality. He was just like, he hasn't got time, or he hasn't communicated, or his communication's small, or he just can't be kind enough to realize that you need more than that. You need a commitment, and there was no commitment. The Justice card for me is all about commitment, just as the Hierophant card is. And we have justice coming now. Justice is on its way because the divine feminine has managed to wait and be patient in the recent past. I know this person is my twin flame. I know that they are going through something toxic right now. Here's the toxicity here with their marriage, or with their karmic partner, or with their job, or with their circumstance, or with their health, or whatever it is. So I'm going to leave it alone. Now, the masculine thinks that you're being toxic in some kind of way. The masculine says, well, if this is my soulmate, or the person I'm meant to be, why are they being so toxic? Why are we not resonating right now? But in truth, the deceit is coming from the masculine. The masculine was deceptive. The masculine wasn't laying it all on the table. The masculine wasn't speaking his truth. And for some of you feminines, you believe that your divine masculine was giving his wand elsewhere in the recent past. And for some of you, you could connect into that energetically. You can feel that. He's putting his wand somewhere, but it's not with me. There's a lack of intimacy here, a lack of passion here when we're talking about it in the romantic sense. Now, of course, the twin flame journey does have a romantic element to it, but it's far deeper than just romance, as we all know. So what does he want to say to you? Because he's unimpressed with the feminine right now. There's something you said or did in the past that's making him stay away. And for those of you who have got divine masculines that are being kind of stalking you a little bit, he's trying to understand you. Because like I say, we've got 3 branches going off right now. We've got the stalking divine masculine that has to be near you, that wants to see you, that is craving you. And then we've got this other masculine that is going, you might have had a nice time with them recently, or you might have thought that you broke through or had some epiphanies with them or something like that. and then they've gone ghost on you or gone missing. But they're pissed off with you, Divine Feminine. Let's see what they say. Why are they so pissed off? Let's see if Ken's... Let's see if Ken can shed some light on it for us. Ken, why are the Divine Masculine so pissed off right now? You're just not going to say anything. Okay, this is what we're getting from many of them right now. They are not... Well, wow. Sorry about that. Wow. Ken, we need to find you some pants soon. They're not talking, right? He doesn't want to say anything. In fact, the Divine Masculine Collective doesn't want me to tell you anything right now. And of course, I'm going to completely go against that. We have to, don't we? Yeah, wow, okay. This song is coming through. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights are left behind. The second hand unwinds. That's how he feels. And then the Divine Feminine sings, if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. Then he says, then you say, go slow, I fall behind. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. That's the feminine. Time after time. She's waiting. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. Wow, he feels very alone right now. Alone. Alone. And I can feel the feminine screaming out that heart song. How will I get you alone? How will I get you alone? Alone. She's really, she can't understand why he's missing. She's not saying anything. He's not saying anything. There's this silence here. She keeps looking for signs. Maybe, maybe checking her social media to see if he's going to say anything. Maybe feeling like he wants to say something, but it's like he can't. He can't talk right now. Cannot talk. We're going to see what he's saying about all this communication, because communication seems to be the major issue. Wow. There's some form of deception going on here by your masculine. Some of your masculines are entertaining other women. Take gender how it resonates. I'm going to talk about the masculine as if he's the male. Yeah, third party situation here. Looking elsewhere for love and resources, perhaps. Looking outside of himself for something else, right? And then we have the King of Spears, same as the King of Wands with the deception card. I'm putting my penis somewhere else. I'm wetting my knob in another place, right? Which isn't funny. I'm just trying to be funny because the situation isn't funny. I'm no longer committing to you because, and this is for about 25% of people listening today, I'm no longer committing to you because I want to see what else is out there. I want to see what else takes my fancy. Again, we have the Magician in reverse with the Deception card here. Wow. You know, I'm not manifesting you. I'm manifesting other situations, but I'm still thinking of you, especially if he's crossed the water. He's still thinking of you. It's like, even though I've done this thing, even though I've gone out and spoken to other people, done things with other people, I can't get you out of my head. You're showing up as the real counterpart. King of Spears, Queen of Spears. I just can't get you out of my head. Girl, your loving is all I think about. I just can't get you out of my head. Girl, you're more than I dare to think about. Every night, every day, just to get something in your arms. Won't you stay? Hey, something like that. It's a bit high for me. Stay forever and ever. So he's got this idea that he wants you to stay even though he's done some stuff. Now, if you don't feel like you're part of the people that your divine masculine has gone and been with someone else with, he's got some issues going on at home. For those who aren't cheating or aren't entertaining other people, he's got some battles that he's fighting. Let's see what these battles are about. Wow. Feeling very alone. Feeling very alone. We have that song again, you know, alone. And I quite often sing this one too, but on my own, pretending she's beside me, all alone, da 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 da. He thinks the divine feminine is going fine. He thinks the divine feminine doesn't need him. He thinks the divine feminine is transforming despite him. She doesn't need me. She's going just fine. She doesn't need to be around me. But many of them did make a decision to have sex with or be intimate with or spend time with someone else. And many of you feminines know it. You'll know it. You'll instinctively know that that's true. Or, coming up from a different deck to prove that the tarot is so cool, they've got issues going on with money and with stuff at home. And the divine masculine has pride. He doesn't like to feel like he's not coping. He doesn't like to feel that he needs to ask for help. Interesting energies coming through. It's a very, you know, if the divine feminine said, do you need my help with something? The masculine would go, no, 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 I'm fine. I'm fine. Leave me be. I'll sort it out. She'll be right, mate, which is something we'd say in Australia. She'll be right, mate. I don't need help. I'm fine. But he isn't fine. He's actually pissed off with the feminine too, remember? He's pissed off with her because she let her boundaries be known in the past. Let's see what he wants to say about that. The divine feminine, if you said or did something to piss him off, let's see what he wants to say about that. I feel like it was related to quality time, communication, and or intimacy, perhaps even trust. One of those 5 pillars anyway. I kind of feel a bit dizzy delving into this energy today. It's weird. It's just, I feel like he's not impressed. I feel like he wants to flip that Shania Twain song around. I've known a few girls who carry a mirror in their pocket, a comb on their sleeve, well, just in case. All that extra whole gel in her hair ought to lock it, 'cause heaven forbid it should fall out of place. Whoa, whoa, she thinks she's special. Whoa, whoa, she thinks she's something else. Okay, so she's a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much. Yeah, he's not impressed. Wow, 5 of Swords. Yep. I'm going to take my mood and, you know, be in this energy on my own. Right? I can't even be bothered arguing anymore about it. I don't even want to argue anymore about it. He thinks that she's left him out in the cold on his own. He thinks that in the recent past she was a traitor. And so he's staying in this hermit energy right now. He doesn't want to communicate. Doesn't think there's going to be a happy ever after. He's not happy at all. Not happy at all. So why? Look, that's what we want to know. Why aren't you happy, Divine Masculine? We know it's to do with this boundary. Or whatever you said or did, Divine Feminine. What's happening? Okay, so for some of you it could be money related. Maybe you used to give your masculine money and you're not anymore. Or maybe you promised something in the 3D that you didn't give back. Yeah, it's definitely the feminine who's promised something. Right? You promised something and you didn't come through with your promise. He also sees you as having a lack of strength. In the past, I could rely on you, and now I can't, especially if it's to do with money. So he's sad. You used to give me this resource. You know, it doesn't have to be money. It could be something in the 3D. But whatever you used to give me in the 3D, you took away. And so now I'm going to keep you guessing. Wow, 7 of Swords here. Deception. I'm going to keep you guessing as to where I am, as to what I'm doing. You don't get to be a party to knowing what's going on with me. Yeah. Staying in toxic energy. Choosing it. And then we have the Knight of Wands or Knight of Spears, as the Game of Thrones tarot would say. Knight of Spears in reverse. I'm looking around for something else. Yeah, cutting you off. I've cut you off. May not be coming back. Ooh, ouch. Page of Cups. Yeah, I'm not willing, in reverse. Not willing to give you an apology, even though I love you. Wow, do you see all these dark cards, dark cards, dark cards? And then we have, even though I love you, I've got too much pride to say I'm sorry. I've got too much pride to come out of this Hanged Man position here. You know, the Hanged Man kind of came out like that. So is he going to stay in the Hanged Man position? Is he going to come out of the Hanged Man position? We don't really know. Yeah. Something about money here. He's pissed off about money or resources in some kind of way with you. Maybe you promised to do something, you never showed up with it. Maybe you might have promised to call him and you didn't. You might have promised to something and you didn't. But, you know, he's going to be super slow. You know, this is slow Simon when he shows up like this. This guy is really, really, really super slow, like a snail. We were talking about a snail before. If you're in separation with your masculine and he's pissed off with you, don't expect him to come in anytime soon. Let's see what the bottom of the deck says. Yeah, Lovers in reverse. I'm not making a decision. I'm on purposely not making a decision to come to you. You can, think I'm coming all you like. I'm not coming. Not coming. So it's kind of like, I don't know, a stare off between who can last the longest, who can outwit, outlast, outperform. It's like Survivor, who can stay away longer and who will not be able to stand the non-communication for the longest. It's this weird space that we're in right now, and Pluto's going to bring everything in. Watch what you see in the sky, Divine Feminine. Watch what you see from other people. There's messages and synchronicities coming through in your real life that are from your masculine that you'll get telepathically. So delve into that while he's not around. Do not communicate with your masculine right now if this is happening to you, because he's testing you. 9 of Swords. I'm trying to make you feel as bad as you made me feel. It's a tit for tat or tit for tat. I'm not sure how we say that. Wow, it's a real... I don't know, you know how we got that Beyonce song, if you like it then you better put a ring on it, if you like it then you better put a ring on it. I feel like he wants to sing, if you liked me then you should have come through for me, if you liked me then you should have come through for me. Oh, 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 oh. You've disappointed him. And you might just be working that out just now. If you think back to the last time you spoke with your masculine, what did you do? What did you say to disappoint them? They're pissed off right now. Have a little think about it. Wow, we keep getting the same cards here. The Chariot in reverse, not coming in. I'm defiantly not coming in. Let's see what the other deck says about this. I'm defiantly not coming in. You pissed me off. You didn't come through for me. And the feminine, before that, had to stand her ground and go, you know what? I'm not letting you in anymore because you've broken one of the 5 pillars of the relationship. Trust, quality time, kindness, intimacy, or communication. I don't do that anymore. Yeah, King of Wands. Many of them going and wetting their equipment elsewhere, or, I love the tarot, fighting and having disagreements at home or with whoever they are living with, making a decision to not come into love, being quite immature really, not building with you. Not building with you. If we were going to get married, rethinking it. Rethinking it. What he really wants to do is apologize, or have you apologize, but take it how it resonates depending on the situation. But he's willing to outlast and outstay you right now. And the message from Spirit is, if you're a divine feminine in this position, you'd say nothing. Silence is golden, golden, right? Even if you think he's burdened, justice is coming. Okay? So the separation is going to do you good. We don't want to build right now. It's not a time to build. It's a time. Let's ask the third deck for its opinion. It's a time for silence. It's a time to work on yourself. It's a time for self-love. I love how the cards always agree with me. It's a time for self-love. It's a time for reconnection to spirit. It's a time to reopen your heart chakra. Open your heart to me. Baby, I'll hold the love and you hold the key. Don't open your heart to your masculine, open your heart to yourself and to God and to the angels. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. Temperance. We need to come into balance. We need to stop being toxic. We're not in the 3D anymore. Allow him to do whatever he's going to do with his penis. If he wants to have a little bit of Sheena in my life, a little bit of Judy by my side, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of Rita in my pram, right? Just let him go. Let him do that stuff. He knows it's wrong. Some of them might be married. They might be doing things outside of their marriage. That's okay. Love wins in the end. Wow. Love wins in the end. He's hurting himself by doing these behaviors. Either by holding a grudge against you, or not talking to you, or not being trustworthy, or not being kind, or not showing you intimacy. Whatever he's not doing in the 5 pillars of the relationship. Could be all of these things. This is why you would have left in the beginning, Divine Feminine. Something here is not being met on one or both sides. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. Little bit of Jessica, here I am. A little bit of Rita in my pram. A little bit of Nancy, here I come. A little bit of Sheena all night long. Just let him go. Let him do what he wants to do. And you do what you want to do. That's what love is for, to help you through it. That's what love is for. Nothing else can do it. Right? Just know that these 3D behaviors are immature, and without him coming to meet your higher vibration, Divine Feminine, it's not going to work. Last little message from your masculine, because I know I've already gone 47 minutes and 26 seconds. Last little message. We already know he's pissed off. We already know he's waiting, biding his time, I should say. Biding his time. Yep. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not going to communicate. La, 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 la. Not going to communicate for a little minute. And he says, you know the truth. You closed off your heart to me. Or you didn't come through for me in some kind of way. Or you were pissed off at me. You did that thing and you broke my heart. So I'm just doing my own thing right now. So he's staying away on purpose, even though he wants to sing, nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you. One thing you can be sure of, I'll never ask for more than your love. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you. One thing you can be sure of, I'll never ask for more than your love. He's punishing you right now because in some way you hurt him. Could be a third party situation on either your side or his side. Someone hurt someone. But I feel like you're both hurting. Wow. Whew. Big energy, but we're on the 2 portal, so it's gonna come good. Let's sing joyful. We need to stay high vibrational. We don't want to come back into those yucky energies. If you need me, get in contact with me as soon as you can, because I'm booking up fast for readings and counseling sessions. Ready? We're going to sing Joyful, Joyful with Barbara Barbie. I think she's got really messy hair now because she was, oh, wow. She was doing something fun with Ken earlier on. She's a little bit messed up. Wow. Okay. I hope you're married. You are married. You did. You eloped. Okay, that's good. Well, there we go. No judgment here. You don't have to be married, but, you know, it would be good just for fun. She says, I'm a unicorn believer. I don't need to be married, but I am anyway. Me and Ken are married. By the way, for all you women out there who are looking at Ken, he's mine. A little bit in our ego today. Wow. Okay. Alrighty, let's try and get high vibrational all over again, if that's even possible in this weird energy today. We'll try. Are we ready? Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before him. By the way, what have you done for him lately? Ooh, yeah, I think Ken was pulling her hair. What have you done for him lately? Ooh, ooh, yeah. Come and join the chorus, the mighty, mighty chorus. Do, 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 do. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before him. By the way, what have you done for him lately? Woo! Ooh, yeah. What have you done for him lately? I think I like it better like that. Ooh, yeah. Alrighty. He must have really pulled her hair a lot for it to go like that. Wow, Ken. We're all jealous. We're all jealous that we haven't got a Ken, right? Wow, oh wow, oh wow. But look, we're twinning it with the Sunnies, me and Barbara Barbie. I hope you all have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Remember the 5 pillars of a relationship, really important. Also really important to look after yourself like you are your best friend, because you are your own best friend. If you need my services, please contact me, and I would love to work with you if you feel that you are guided to work with me, or if you resonate with me in my readings. If I'm not here for any strange reason, click on my concept playlist, or click on any of my other playlists. And if the title resonates for you, the video should somehow resonate for you. All of my readings are timeless. Okay? Have a beautiful rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. And I'll catch you real soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.